Hey everybody, welcome back to some more IL-2 1946. You join me here in October of 1940 over Burma as we are starting this campaign in the A6M2 Zero. That is right. It has been quite a while since we have jumped into this plane. I think the last time we used it was before we even were in bat mod. So I'm excited to take to the skies, hopefully get some kills, and maybe even attain acedom. We just hope to get this engine started. I mention acedom because technically we aren't starting from the very first mission. I have already flown 4 sorties in this campaign, but given how the US Marine Corps campaign ended so abruptly in that final mission, we ended the Guadalcanal campaign and then we didn't go anywhere. There was a few air raids and then it just shifted to 1945. I was expecting to continue on into the Solomons, but that never happened. So, yeah. Oh, damn it, we almost had the engine. This is the the main downside of just waiting for our engine to kick into life. Thankfully, we are at the back of the queue, so we've got a little bit of time to play with. So with the engine finally in the right position, just in time as well, we can push down on the power nice and gently and just maneuver ourselves forward for takeoff. Now, as far as enemy aircraft is concerned, given the time period and location of Burma, I'm expecting to come up against maybe some 153s. This is a patrol, so whatever we come up against we will be shooting down. It becomes kind of a feeding frenzy given the, like I say, the experience that the Japanese pilots are gaining from this, but also because the opposition isn't particularly threatening. The 153s, those biplanes, are nimble, but we're all in zeros. When you've got a whole squadron behind you of zeros, it's you've got to feel for the guys on the other side, that are coming up against this formation. So I feel for them, but you can certainly get a sense of the superiority complex that Japan was feeling at the time, because whilst the Battle of Britain was raging over in Europe, the Allies weren't really paying much attention to Japan as a threat in the air. Pacific was the combat area for the Allies, of course. They had Hurricanes and other aircraft out here, but compared to Europe it wasn't as big as a priority as the Nazi Germany threat at the time. It was only when Pearl Harbor occurred that I think more attention was given, obviously because the US has been attacked, but as far as the likes of Britain are concerned, the intelligence reports that were given on the A6M were just kind of fleeted away as not being important, and there was some distrust in that information because there was quite a bit of racism involved. I'm not thinking that, in them thinking that Japanese pilots were inferior, that they didn't possess the skills to come up against the likes of the European pilots, but they certainly proved them wrong in the early days. I am eager to get some more kills on the board. We've got the 2 types of guns to use. The 7.7mm, which is minimal compared to the 2 20mm cannons that we hold, and I'm hoping to disintegrate whatever comes into my gun sights be it biplane or bomber or transport plane, who really knows. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what this baby can do and making it back to base safely, because the landing part could be a bit tricky in these conditions. I think we just have to be thankful that it's not windy and it's not raining either. And just like that, I have a visual. But then the question remains, where are the fighters? Because I'm pretty sure these boys are bombers. We have confirmation of that. Fighters are trailing. So I have an opportunity here to dive in on these bombers. I think I'm going to do that. I'm not in the mood to dogfight right now, but I may look to do so afterwards. It's not ideal conditions to be trailing these guys like this, but I'm in the mood to shoot down. I think these are SBs. So just get our gun sights on target. Break up this formation as well. Whoa! Was not expecting him to implode like that. As we climb up, we'll just hover where we need to, use that maneuverability, come back down, and break him apart too. And him as well. That is insane. All three bombers just disintegrated in a matter of seconds by yours truly. They did not stand a chance. Basically a single pass near enough. But now we turn our attention to the rest of our boys that are being trailed by these biplanes. This guy over here that is really down low. I'm going to reduce throttle, don't want to rip my wings off. There goes the other planes. Again, just going to increase altitude, increase throttle, loop over the top. This puts us in a decent position. Again, I have siphoned off a lot of my altitude, but the rest of the Zeros are zooming in here. This guy has no speed. He looks to turn into me. I'll do the same. He's looking to drop down low in a bit of a spiral. So I'll do the old loop-de-loop. I thought I lost him for a second, but he was just climbing. I think he's the only one left. I'm not seeing anyone else around. Just desperately trying to get some hits on. And he looks to... I don't know if he's stalled out or if a piece of him has maybe fallen, but yeah, no, it was a stall. So cleverly done. Nicely played, but that's not going to save you, my friend. Again, he looks to dupe us down low. Some friendly shots coming in there. Oh, disintegrated into many a piece. And that's all she wrote for that 153. Given the general visibility down low, I figured we'd increase altitude a little bit because the terrain down low is not favorable. I need an aerial view to observe where my airfield is before I land, because that's been part of the learning process in IL-2 when it comes to landing, is just thinking that you can coast at super low altitude and land perfectly fine, but it's when you come within range of your airfield and you don't have that aerial view that you're like, where is the landing strip? I do not see it. But yeah, I'm hoping that by just staying up here, it'll do us some good. And we can land smoothly, safely, and I'm assuming be awarded something, because we have most definitely achieved A6M today. Oh, and oh, okay. I was going to say I spotted the airfield, but then we also have two other bandits here. They look like fighters to me, so maybe some more kills potentially. I'm going to zoom in here, try and catch them unawares. I'm assuming that's what my comrade's doing too. He did hold the better altitude. Again, I'm just going to keep climbing as they are. See if we can entice them. Just going to get on his tail immediately. Swinging on down in. I mean, look at this. Perfect. And he's pretty much done. There was a stall there. But I think, yeah, the pilot immediately bails. And he turns into me, which is nice, but it's not going to save him. Ah, so lucky. My joystick is a little bit sticky. Pepper him with that 7.7. No, I want to just obliterate him with the 20mm again. So he flies over my canopy. And yeah, he is caught in all kinds of positions he doesn't want to be in. As he just desperately tries to jink out of the way. But I'm very much on him here. Gonna bring our throttle all the way down. And again, I just need to get my guns on target. He's looking to climb. Eventually get the hit in. That was kind of messy. I think he's going in. Oh no. Okay, yeah, he does hit the deck. That took way too long. Very, very easy to lose track of where we need to be landing. I mean, I've got guys that are coming down the runway at the moment, so I need to... It's not exactly ideal, but... Oh, no, this isn't favorable. We have too many dudes landing. I'm clearly landing at the wrong end, so we're gonna come back around and approach from the other side. Altitude is still a little high, but we should just be able to glide ourselves in here. Bring throttle down to idle. And just gently look to touch our wheels down again, just keeping an eye on the guy who's dead ahead. But we do indeed have touchdown. Pull down on the brake and all wheels are down. So we'll just siphon ourselves off to the side here so that we're off the runway completely, out of harm's way, and we can switch off the engine and breathe a sigh of relief. Oh, what do you know? We end up coming away with the 5 kills. I said about making A6M, if I'd have just ignored what I had said previously and been like, yeah, we're starting from nothing, we will have made the ace. But just checking the log here, you can see everything that was shot down. Some SB2M100As from 1935, so you can really see how everything is just very outdated by this point as far as what we're fighting, but I'm not complaining when I get to shoot everything down. So with those 5 victories, we push our kill count up to 8 after just 5 sorties. When you look at all the sorties that have been flown by everyone else, the guy who's flown 51 has got the same kill count as me, but insanity. If we check our profile, you'll see that we also have been promoted, and with the gaining of the A6M we get the Rising Sun certificate, which It's kind of lame when you have Allied pilots getting medals and these guys get a sake cup and that, but even so. That is going to be it for this mission. I hope you guys enjoyed. You can see that we do have, surprise, surprise, an air raid coming up, but I hope you can join me for that next mission in future. But in the meantime, I'll catch you later for plenty more. IL-2 1946.